Student Bonfire's Burn Night is underway right now, and it might look a little different than years past, but the meaning behind the flames is still there. Our Tristan Lewis joins us live from all the action out at Student Bonfire Stack. Tristan, how are you feeling? What can you tell us about tonight?
Good evening, Gabriella. Is it hot or is it just me? So, Student Bonfire lit Stack just about an hour or so ago, and it certainly feels toasty out here. So, this is my second burn night, and the heat still feels the same as last year, but the difference this year is it's run a little bit differently. So, this year, the public was not invited out to watch Burn Night in person this year. Instead, TexAgs is streaming it free on their website for everyone to see. And although Burn Night is virtual this year, I spoke with Red Pots today, and they say that the way they still say that they want Ags to feel joy from Burn Night.
There's still motivated people out here that are still willing to uphold the traditions of A&M.
It's been a year unlike any other for Student Bonfire. While each year working on Stack brings its own differences and challenges, no one anticipated a global pandemic.
When everything started, it was like, this will be interesting.
Student Bonfire leaders had to quickly think of ways to keep this year's cleanup, cut, and build safe. That meant a lot of the early work in the year to prepare for Burn Night fell on Red Pots and other leaders' shoulders.
The reason that drove us is because, Bonfire is a force to be reckoned with.
From that point on, the student leaders had to evaluate how to carry out the rest of the year by setting safety guidelines into place.
And that really wasn't solidified until that summer, just because we wanted to make sure we were doing it right.
Even though this year's Stack might have gotten off to a late and rough start, crews involved still say it was amazing. Student Bonfire even saw bigger numbers in volunteers building Stack this year.
People love Bonfire so much that even during this COVID crisis, they're still doing everything they can to help us out.
And it is no surprise to see the amount of support for this Aggie tradition.
Every old ag, every new ag knows it.
While crews get ready to relax after a long year, those returning next year are already excited to get started on 2021's Student Bonfire.
I'll always say it's the best fire I've ever seen, but I think next year might just be better.
All right, so I think a couple of things. Because that Bonfire is missing out on revenue that they usually get from this event, they're asking for the public's donations to help make next year's Burn Night possible. So they're trying to sell t-shirts, they're asking for any donations, and of course you can find links to that on our website at kagstv.com. But for now, reporting live in Robertson County, Tristan Lewis, KAGS News.